All right. Thank you for another opportunity to study. I still remain the English master. Please, I want us to get the objective of this teaching clearly because I wouldn't like to take much time. How to score A1 in Waec English.
Subscribe.
Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. If you have subscribed, please like my videos, comment, and share the link. Please, if you're a prospective WAEC candidate, please say, English master, help me. Comment below, say, English master, help me. I'm going to make sure you come out with good grade. English still remain one of the simplest subject on earth. Yes, one of the simplest subject on earth. So please subscribe to my channel. All right, let's go there. I want to use the concept that I got from psychology to solve this problem. You know, students will see it, fail English. In fact, students pass mathematics more than English. English is very, very simple. So don't look at English that is difficult. No, it's simple. But another thing I want to say is if you do not study, you won't pass English. That is just the truth. So now let's quickly use this concept that I got from School of what? Psychology to solve this problem. Because when you go online, you say how to pass WAEC English. You'll be getting things like study all the past Q. Are you going to study past Q from 1985 to date? That would be too much. Sometimes you say go for extramural classes. How many are you going to attend? Another time maybe you say this one, that one. This is the shortcut and the easiest tool. In learning, we have three domains, which is our what? Affective domain, cognitive domain, and what? Psychomotor domain. Affective domain deal with what? Attitude and value. Yes, attitude, value, and what? Emotion. So if you get questions and your attitude remain okay, and you have good values, and what? Emotion, everything is stable. You belongs to the areas of this domain. And I want to assure you that there is one thing about WAEC English. We have different sections, and those sections belongs to different domain. That is why you see a student may not do well in a particular, maybe like objective. You may do well in a summary writing skill. You may not do well in summary writing skill. The student may do well in comprehension passage. You may not do well in comprehension passage, but when you go to essay writing, maybe data writing, formal or informal, article writing, speech writing, the student will do well. So all these things are because of what? Each and every one of us are gifted to do good or to do well or to do better in a particular domain. So therefore, a student that is not doing well in affective, it may be gifted to do well cognitive, which is what? Thinking, or psychomotor, which is what? Doing. Therefore, in cognitive domain is all about thinking, and it deals with how we acquire, process, and use knowledge. Yes, how each individual acquire knowledge differ. Some people can read morning till evening, they will not acquire any knowledge. That is just the truth. But some people just few hours, few minutes, come to a class, and whatsoever the teacher or lecturer say is all, and they will grab it. So such person is gifted with a cognitive domain. And sometimes when we enter class, a teacher asks, what is our last topic? Some students will reflect or recall quickly. They are gifted with what? Cognitive domain. That means they are coding what a teacher is saying. But some students can't even remember. Or if they want to remember, they will remember partially what teacher have taught them. Some students, even if you come back, ask them what they were taught 5, 7, 10, 20 years ago, they will give you answer clearly. So those students are gifted with what? Cognitive domains. But when it comes to emotion, emotionally they are imbalanced. Therefore, they did not belong to this first domain. Then the last domain is what? Psychomotor domain. Yes, this kind of psychomotor domain involved what? Doing, skill. Let me also add something, maybe like craft, you see, manual or physical. This kind of student, just give them instruction, maybe like write a letter to your friend and ask your friend why he or she has not visited you for the past few months. You see, these students, they can even write up to 1,000 letter words without stress. Those ones are what? Gifted in the aspect or area of psychomotor, so they can produce result with any available instruction or materials given to them. So the objective of this teaching still remains how to score A1 in WAEC English. And A1 starts with what? From 70 marks and above. And do not forget that another objective, the second objective, is identify the domain, the particular domain that you as a prospective WAEC candidate belongs to. So this is the second objective. Then the first thing you need to do, I have said it, identify the domain you belongs to. You cannot belong to the three domains, but some gifted and talented students can as well do gragra to belong to two, but none has the three, except God in his infinite mercy can do something. Then the number two, if you have identified that you belong to maybe affective domain, cognitive domain, or psychomotor domain, number two things to do is what? Master the parts of speech. That's all. Master what? The parts of speech. And what are the parts of speech? We have nouns, we have pronouns, we have verb, we have adverb, we have conjunction, interjections, prepositions, articles, and determinants. So when we talk about nouns, master, what is a noun? A noun simply means a doing word. Sorry, a naming word. A noun is a name of a person, animal, place, or thing. This is the simplest one. So master types of nouns. What are the types of nouns? We have proper nouns, we have countable nouns, non-countable nouns, we have abstract nouns and collective nouns. Know what those nouns does in a sentence. Then number two is pronouns. What is pronoun? Pronoun simply replaces a noun. Know the types of pronouns like the reflexive pronouns, first person, second person, and third person. Know them, how to use them. The masculine, which is for me, he, if in possession, his, and reflexive, himself. If it's for feminine, her. If it's something that belongs to a feminine, hers. If it's something that happened to the feminine, herself. So, and neutral, which is it, itself. So once you master pronouns, then the next one is verb. What is verb? It's just an action word or a doing word. And verb only have two types, which is a regular verb or irregular verb. Then forms of verb, there are just only five. The base, the present simple tense, the present continuous tense, the past simple tense, and past perfect tense. So master these things. Adverb modifies a verb, that's of conjunction. We have, I think, two types of conjunction: coordinating conjunction, correlative conjunction. Then interjection is all about emotion. So master this. Then preposition. Preposition does only one work. It shows relationship between a noun and other nouns or other items. For example, of preposition, we have something between, behind, below, under. Then articles and determinants. What are articles? We only have two types of articles, definite and the indefinite. D, which is THE, is what? The definite article. A and what? An are what? The indefinite. Once you master these parts of speech, you must pass WAEC. Then I now say something. I say note that each topic in English belongs to a particular domain of learning, and each student is gifted or belongs to a particular domain. Yes, each topic we give in English is what? belongs to a particular domain, you can't be master in all these domains. That is just the truth. That's why you see English. Even English is a complex language because it's not one language. It's Irish, the Germans, and so on that melt together. But that is a topic for another day. That's why you see we have parts of speech in order to make English as a language or subject easier. So to say you must be gifted all round to get 100 over 100 in English is difficult, but you can get A1. So that is it. Then now say you have to master any topic that belongs to your own domain. That is all you have to do for your success to start counting. If you know that you belong to what? Affective domain, master topics under it. If it belongs to cognitive, master topics under it. If it belongs to what? Psychomotor, master topics under psychomotor. With this, you are good to go. Then the next is the grouping. I have grouped most of the topics in Waec English under these three chart that I have drawn. You are going to pick the domain by which you know that you belong, because questions must come every year from this topic. So in assumption, if you know that you are an expert in what? Psychomotor domain, study very hard here. Then you just do the little you can do in this place, and that's all. Once you go, hit very hard at this aspect, you must get A1. If you know that you are gifted here, study very hard here, then do little you can do in these two areas. When you get to the hall, you must have 2 papers to write. So when this one come, hit very hard here, and you are going to get your mark. Then if your but marks are always smaller here, so I'm not advising anyone to give 100% attention here. So try to be the best here and here, and you get your mark. So let me explain. This chart belongs to what? Affective domain. So under affective domain, we have objectives. Objectives, I think Waec normally come with 80 questions, either 80 or 60. So when under it we have oral English or spoken English. That is when you get questions that fill in the blank with the most appropriate word from the options or options below. So they will like to test how good you are. They will profile a particular sentence, remove something, so you get question, maybe like 10 questions from there or 5 questions. Secondly, you see questions from antonyms. Antonyms simply means words that are opposite in meaning. You get, I think, around 10 questions thereabout in objectives. You get it. So another questions, you see questions from synonyms. What are synonyms? Synonyms simply means words that are closely related. So you get questions from here also, like 10 questions. Then you get questions from word stress. Word stress is a situation by which you'll be asked to find an answer to a particular question. So we have emphatic stress. So it's a situation by which the meaning of a sentence, a meaning of a sentence lies in one word in that particular sentence, and they normally make that word to be in capital letter. So you are going to get question from here. You get question as well from lexis and structure. What is lexis? Lexis simply means the rules that govern how sentences are being structured. While in the structure, we also get how words supposed to be structured. Is it in a simple, compound, complex, or compound, complex sentences? So you get questions from here. So if you know that you are gifted here, study very hard and master what you need to master here. Then the second one is what? Under this chart, cognitive domain, which is what? Thinking. Under cognitive domain, you get questions from what? Comprehensive passage. Yes, in comprehensive passage, what do we mean by comprehension? Comprehension simply means to understand. So we will be given a question and from a comprehension passages. In this Comprehension passage are places you see things like grammatical names, what are the functions. Sometimes you get questions from figure of speech. They will say what, they will detach a particular phrase or clause and ask you what figure of speech is being used in this place. So you get it from comprehension passage. It also carry a good and a big mark. Then we have summary writing skill. So under summary writing skill, you gain what? Questions like in 3 sentences, summarize maybe the problem, maybe from the above passage you have read or you'll be given to solve. Maybe the B of it, they may say maybe in 3 sentences, 1 for each, provide the solution from the passage. So if you have skill on this area, please study very hard, and that's all you need to pass your Waec to gain what? A1. But let us assume that A1 is not possible for you. I can assure you, if you follow my instruction, you will gain what? At least C4 or B. Is very, very possible. B is possible, because these are what I've tried, and my students have been doing this, and it has been working for us. Then lastly, under here, you have what we call register and collocation. What is register? When words or a passage is being written in a particular field, let me say, for example, if we pick agriculture or politics, it means a particular passage is going to be written, and they will remove some words, number it maybe 1 to 20 or 1 to 10, and they will be saying you should pick option below and fill in those gaps. So if the word or that passage belongs to, let's say, agriculture, that is what we call register. Then collocation. What is collocation? Collocation simply means words that must go with another words to form a meaning. Now, lastly for today, because of time factor, we have psychomotor. This place usually have enough mark, or is one of the hearts of English in Waec. So if you know that your own domain, or you are gifted in the area or side of what? Psychomotor. What is psychomotor to do? That means when given simple instruction and asked to produce something, you will be able to do so. Example, you have essay writing. Yes, under essay writing, we have letter writing. In letter writing, there are 3 types of letter writing, which is what? Formal, informal, and semi-formal letter. So maybe now you are being asked to write a letter to your governor and ask the governor to extend free education for the next, maybe till the end of his tenure. I should give 3 reasons why your governor should what? Not stop the free education. This is what? Formal letter. Even if the governor is your elder brother, you are writing to the office, you do not know him. You only know the office. Therefore, in this kind of letter, you do not greet. You just go straight to your point and mention what you want to mention. So in this place, you see now a psychomotor gives a student ability to do what? To produce solution to a particular question that is being asked. So in a letter writing, you can be asked to write 350 letter words and above, maybe up to 550 or 650 letter words. Then if it's a informal is the one you write to people you know, maybe when you are writing to your father, your mother, your sister, your classmate, and so on. So you write to them, asking them based on the question you are being asked. Then another essay writing is what? Article. Article is the one that is worthy or qualified to be published in a newspaper. So if you can produce this kind of thing, you are under what? Psychomotor. Then speech writing. Yes, speech writing is meant for presentation in what? To a congregation or an assembly of people. So in that kind of speech is where you acknowledge dignitaries based on their hierarchy up to the least person, and you write. So questions usually come out from this. And again, we have descriptive essay. Descriptive essay only goes with what? Adjectives. So whenever maybe you can be asked to describe your hometown, when you are asked to describe your hometown or your school or a particular scene, is a descriptive essay. You use more of what? Adjectives. Then the next kind of essay writing we have is what? Narrative essay. Under narrative essay, maybe a situation by which you are asked to tell a story about maybe a wedding you have attended. That is what? A narrative essay. Under narrative essay, you are just to tell a story. Keep on, it has beginning, it has middle, and it has end. So the second to the last for today is argumentative essay. So under argumentative essay, you are just to what? To argue and pitch your tent or support a particular view. Maybe they say you should write, is morning school better than evening school? Or morning classes better than evening classes? Or is democracy better than what? Military? So in that kind of a situation, it's an argumentative essay, but you have to support one. Is democracy better than what? Military regime? So that is what? An argumentative essay. Then lastly is expository essay. Expository essay simply means to expose people maybe to things they already know, but more information, or to expose them to what? Things they are not aware of at all. So in an expository essay, you are giving information to people in order to make use of something. So thank you. Here comes the end of this teaching. In order to recap about the objective of this teaching, is all about how to score A1 in Waec English. And you need to know the kind of or the type of domain that you belong to. If you belong to affective domain, choose questions under it or the way I have grouped it. Affective domain is all about objective. Work hard on this area. And if it belongs to cognitive domain, these are questions that come under cognitive domain. Work hard here and do little here, you are going to get your A1. And if it belongs to psychomotor domain, work hard under psychomotor, which I will advise. Work hard under psychomotor and what? Cognitive domain. Then and do what? Do little in here. So don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please like my video. And if you like my video, please share the video. Share the link, please. This is one of the best things you can do for me. And if you're a prospective WAEC candidate, comment below, say English master, help me. And I'm going to help you and make sure you come out with good grade. Till we see again in my next video. Thank you. Bye.